I have Pickleberry here with me, and Pickleberry laid this monstrous giant egg. Look how big it is. This is compared to her normal size egg that she laid, and it's like, we're gonna weigh it in a second so we can compare it. But look at this. This came out of her butt. It's huge. So the fun part when you get like a weird egg from a chicken is, you know, what's inside. So this is just a giant egg that I suspect might have a double yolk, or it could just be one really big egg. There's also things called fart eggs, which are my favorite thing in the whole wide world. There's another YouTube episode called Fart Egg, and it explains, like, it's basically like a teeny tiny mini egg, and those could have just an egg yolk or just egg white, or it's just a mini egg. But monster eggs are hilarious and my favorite. So we want to crack open this monster egg today, Pickleberry's monster egg, so we can know what's inside. What do you think, Pickleberry's? This is her first time here in the kitchen studio, and she's a little bit nervous. Hello for everybody joining right now. We're gonna crack open Pickleberry's giant monster egg to see what's inside. So I wanna know if it's gonna be a double yolk or if it's gonna be just a regular egg. I have no idea, but let's weigh this. What do you think, Pickleberry's? Okay, so I wanna compare the weight. Check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna weigh it. So Pickleberry's normal egg is just like a large egg, and like it's like perfectly sized for baking, which is what I use their eggs for. And so if I weigh her normal egg, it's 63 grams. And this one is her little friend Burrito Berry's egg, which is also a normal size large egg, and that is also 63 grams. Okay, but Miss Burrito Berry's giant monster egg weighs, Miss Pickleberry's egg, oh my God, Miles. So my dog is trained to ring a bell when he wants to go outside, and this is what's happening right now. Okay, so Pickleberry's monster egg weighs 89 grams. Okay, that's 89 grams compared to 63 grams. That's huge, and it came out of her poor little butt. Poor little thing. It's gonna be okay. Your 89 gram egg. Look how big it is. And like, to compare the size, this is Snozberry's egg, and Snozberry's egg is only 47 grams. So like, Pickleberry's monster egg is like almost double the size of a Snozberry egg. And like, that's huge. That's a huge difference. So without further ado, shall we crack this open and see what's inside, Miss Pix? Here, do you want to have a little, do you want some of this? Nope. She has stage fright. This is her first time in Kitchen Stadium. I understand. Okay, let's crack it open. I'm going to do a one-handed egg crack, and let's find out what's inside. You ready? Okay, 1, 2. Oh, and I have a tip too. So if you're cracking an egg, never crack your egg on the side of a bowl. That's what like my mom did, and that's what I would do. But you don't ever want to crack your egg on the side of the bowl, because the sharp edge is going to push the eggshells into the egg. So you want to crack your egg on a flat surface here so that it doesn't get the eggshells inside. Okay, a chef taught me that, and I will always remember it. Okay, we ready? Moment of truth. Miss Pickleberry's. 1, 2. Double yolk! Good job! Look at that. Hey, we got a double yolker. Check it out. Look, look, look. Double yolk egg. This is like Christmas. So that's huge. So what causes a double yolk egg? So a double yolk egg is caused by, so basically like eggs are like chicken periods. I know it's really gross, but just go with me for a second. And like the yolk is like the chicken's ovum. And sometimes in the chicken's like reproductive system, as they're producing eggs, it, you know, 2 ovums get sucked in and 1 eggshell goes around it. So she kind of skipped one day, and then 2 ovums came together and created 1 big giant eggshell around it and turned into this monster egg. And poor Pickleberry basically had this egg come out of her butt. You're a good girl. I can't believe that. So it tastes the same. It's perfectly safe to eat. It's perfectly good to eat. Like, I'll probably like make dinner with it tonight, but it's basically 2 egg yolks for the price of 1 egg. Good job. But if you guys ever, if you guys buy your eggs from the grocery store, if you've never kept chickens, oh, Miss Pickleberries, like, you really should appreciate the chickens that provide the eggs for you. So I bake using their eggs because they have so many, but like, this is one of Pickleberry's normal size eggs. Look at this. This comes out of her butt. Like, do you see the size? Like, it's bigger than her head. And this, like, is formed inside a hen's body, and it comes out of their butt. And like, they do this every day. So a chicken lays an egg once a day at like their peak. But like, do you see the size? Like, this lives inside of their body and then it comes out of their butt. Like, that's amazing. And chickens are amazing little creatures for producing these. And eggs have like so many benefits. They're high in protein. For baking, they provide rise in your cakes and your cookies. They also provide a rich flavor. You can make meringues. They like stiffen. They hold that sugar together. And they're an essential part of baking with science. So thank you, Pickleberry, for your egg. Good job, little miss. So Pickleberry is a Rhode Island Red, I think, and she's one of my rescue chickens that I found on the street here in my neighborhood. I got a note that her and her 2 little friends were running around the neighborhood, and it was a heat wave, so I decided to go catch them. And she was really young, and I knew right away that she was a good egg layer. Just by looking at her, I knew her breed. And I scooped her up, and she just started laying eggs for us like a month ago. So thank you, Pickleberry. Thank you for your egg. Do you want some parsley? No, not interested. Okay. Well, thank you for joining in for my live to crack open Pickleberry's monster egg. I hope that if you were putting any bets on, I forgot to take bets, but we did this last minute. I hope that you thought it was a double yolk egg. Good job. Good job. You're such a good chicken. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning into this live, and bok bok big. What did you walk into? Eureka Springs. I cracked open Pickleberry's giant monster egg is what you walked into. So she had a huge egg that was like twice the size of her normal eggs, and I cracked it open to see what was inside. So I have Pickleberry here in my kitchen to crack open her egg so that you can see where our food comes from. Yeah, you're a sweet girl. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.